happening? Welcome back to the channel. I am Nick here with Ryan and Ty.
What up?
Hey.
Continuing the marathon, color-coded marathon with Sugarloaf.
Ooh.
Hey, how you doing there, Sugarloaf? Sound like a nickname, you know?
You had mentioned that you're pretty hungry over there.
I'm starving.
How does Sugarloaf sound to you?
Not
Appetizing?
Good. No,
No?
not good. Sugarloaf. Think of like a meatloaf that's just sweet. Ugh.
I thought of a loaf of bread. Just sugar sprinkled all over it.
Oh, no.
I think that would actually be pretty good.
Nah.
Can you toast it?
Nah.
But they are from Denver, Colorado, formed in 1968. They were first called Chocolate Hair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
And I was just thinking, like, you know, if somebody told me, do you want some chocolate hair or do you want some Sugarloaf? I
Sugarloaf.
think I'd probably go with the Sugarloaf.
Yeah.
So Sugarloaf is the name of a mountain outside of Boulder, Colorado. So we're going with the song Green-Eyed Lady. And according to lead singer Jerry Corbetta, it was his girlfriend at the time, Kathy, who his bandmates referred to as the Green-Eyed Lady. It's from the self-titled debut album released in 1970. Guess what? It's the first track on the first album. Your most important days at work are your first day and your last day. It's Sugarloaf, Green-Eyed Lady.
Green-eyed lady, lovely lady, strolling slowly towards the sun. Green-eyed lady, ocean lady, soothing every raging wave that comes. Green-eyed lady, passion's lady, dressed in love, she lives for life to be. Green-eyed lady feels like I never see. Setting suns and lonely lovers free. waves the sand. Green-eyed lady, ocean lady, child of nature, friend of man. Green-eyed lady, passion's lady, dressed in love, she lives for life to be. Green-eyed lady feels like I never see. Setting suns and lonely lovers free.
Mystery ending.
Wow. Oh, yeah. I gotta have to hit it. I think I have to hit it. Yeah. That's really cool. Just a really awesome song. Man, I just had funk, had some soul, had some blues. It had some mystery to it. Little Hey Man. A lot of different vibes going on there. A lot more proggy than I thought. Right off the bat. Yeah. I was like, wow, that was really cool to hear.
It was proggy. Yeah.
Nice little surprise. I even really like the vocals here. He reminded me of the singer from Cream, Jack Bruce, I believe. I thought it was kind of similar to his tone. But yeah, I just loved everything about this. Honestly, you know, it kind of feels like one long jam to me. It just had a really cool sound to it. I mean, sometimes that's the only way you can describe it. Is just, you know, it just sounded cool. Bum, bum, bum. You can even put it like in a crime context, you know, trying to solve the case, Sherlock Holmes type of deal. So I'm going to have to listen to it some more to really form, you know, a concrete opinion. Nice, different type of vibe, throwing a lot of flavors in here. So it will be playlist for me, and I really enjoyed it. From 1970, even back then with all the music we've heard, this one kind of stands out. You know, I feel like we haven't had a lot of songs with this type of vibe. So I thought it was really unique and really cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said mystery at the end, because it just reminded me, well, not reminded me, but, you know, kind of, I thought of it kind of like just the whole mystery the whole time. You know, just green-eyed lady, doesn't really have a name, you know, just the type of the sounds that you're hearing. So, yeah, it definitely gave me a vibe of, you know, just like, I don't know, peeking around corners and dun, 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 you know, just being quiet, right? So, I don't think it was fire, in my opinion.
Really?
I wouldn't put it like, I wouldn't have hit the button if it was me. I thought it was fine. You know, I thought it was a pretty good sound. The tones were pretty good, and yeah. But you kind of were saying what I was thinking though. It just sounded like super jammy to me. It just sounded like a bunch of guys sitting in a room and just kind of no real plan. Like I feel like this wasn't really super planned or thought out. I think it was just more of like they kind of just let's have a beat, and I feel like dun dun. And it just felt like people jumped in and they just kind of like pieced it together. And then they were like, let's record as a track. And, you know, the singer kind of just thought of something that would sound good with the music.
I think what you're saying is it sounds kind of improvisational.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is not really my style. I'm not saying that it's not talented and it's not a terrible sound by any means, because I could easily, you put this on and I would easily jam to it too. You know, because the organ was crazy. Like, I love an organ, you know. If I ever hear a song that has a good organ, like, I'm always down to hear that. And so, but I do find that the dun, 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 you know, I don't love that. But it is funky, though. Like, I could definitely get down with it. But just for my taste personally, I don't think that it would be something I would add to my playlist. But if you put it on, I'll jam with it.
Yeah, I think it's fire. I like it a lot. I already knew I was gonna like it before we even started. 'Cause I could just tell you can just look at stuff, in the name. It's just like you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
I love the guy's voice.
Yeah, he does have a good voice.
He has like a cool guy, like
green-eyed lady.
yeah, come with me,
Ooh.
And I really like that line of like, he said, green-eyed lady, ocean lady. It's just, it flows really well. And I was like, that just makes me feel some type of way, The instruments were the main part of the song. The lyrics were kind of like, they're like, oh, let's just throw something in there, But we want our instruments to be what I feel like that's the main point.
It is.
So, and I love the instruments. I thought the organ was great. And I just feel like, this is right up my alley. And the one thing it reminded me of was the song. You said you felt like you was like peeping around corners and looking and mystery.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a spy.
Yeah.
When spies,
it does have a spy sound.
Yeah, it's like when you would play this as like a spy's like creeping, and it made me think of the Perry the Platypus song, doobie doobie doo ba doobie doobie doo ba doo.
Yeah.
Perry, it's like
yeah.
That's what I thought of whenever you heard those certain sounds.
And that would be the font, that Sugarloaf font. That was
exactly.
On there. That would be like the font that would pop up. Big,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I like the vibe, and it also gave me. In the crime thing, I thought it matched that as well. But like his voice gives you another aspect of like I said, like cool, like calm, and like
yeah,
I'm smooth.
Spies are
I'm
cool.
smooth, baby.
If I was a spy, it'd be cool.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty smooth to be a spy.
Exactly.
Like you gotta be pretty slick. So I really like it. This is going on my playlist.
The reason why it could sound mysterious is like when you think of someone with green eyes, not a lot of people really have green eyes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Cats.
Smaller population. Cats.
Yeah. Green-eyed cats.
Green-eyed kitty.
I was talking about people, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
But I think that, I don't know, maybe there's just some sort of, when you see someone with green eyes, I guess.
Well, they're not dominant, so.
Yeah. It's almost like
it's not like having brown eyes. Like that's a really.
I'm not saying it's like seeing a unicorn, but
green-eyed lady. Holy crap! What the? Oh my god!
You gotta like point it out when you see it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm just saying it could be as simple as that though. It's not the primary color that you're used to seeing. It's a little different.
It's not a brown-eyed girl.
Exactly. it's in a more select group, and most of us don't know what that group is like.
Yeah.
So we're a bunch of brown-eyed people.
It's true.
It's true. We just don't know.
Wouldn't show up on this screen anyway. There's a green screen behind us. So.
Yeah, but
yeah, that'd be crazy.
Your eyes be solid black.
Or if we had you just have pictures in your eye, like something moving in your eyes.
Yeah.
This is not a one-hit wonder. They do have another well-known hit. So
there you go.
We'll get to that one next, and I'm looking forward to it. That's it, guys. Don't forget to drop a like. Tell us your views.
Thanks for subscribing. Clicking that bell.
Peace out.